Yes, Sirski.
Haha.
Y'all know the vibes. Another day. Well Talk podcast. We back at it again, man.
You back
Welcome
at
to
it,
the
man.
back at it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the platform, y'all. It's the Wealth Talk podcast. I'm DWAUGH, credit guy. You know what I'm saying? I got the brother Wolf with me.
Yes, indeed, family. What's going on, man? We miss being on live, man. I said
No,
live. We miss being on the channel. You know what I'm talking about. But at the same exact time, I feel like we live, So glad to be with you, my brother. We got some topics. We about to chop it up. Let's get it.
that's a fact. We got some topics, bro. Shoot, but first, before anything, let's do our disclaimer. As usual, this is not financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors. Please do your research for everything that we're saying. Double research it. Lock in, learn a little bit about yourself first before you go running doing anything that we telling you. You feel me? Learn a little more first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, for our money mindset moment, y'all already know. If y'all don't know, this is our positive affirmations as far as building wealth and building just attracting good energy when it comes to finances. You feel me? So today, our money mindset moment is I am a magnet for wealth and success. Every action leads me to greater abundance.
Mm.
I
We need that
mean,
one again. We need that one again, fam.
rapping out here, it says I am a magnet for wealth and success. Every action leads me to greater abundance.
Let's
Sure.
go.
I ain't know how to spell abundance until I seen that. I ain't gonna lie. I was struggling, boy. I said, yeah, that's a word.
Yeah.
Abundance?
Abundance. That's a powerful word right there.
Powerful, bro. Super powerful. But
Jeez.
yeah, family, we got a lot going on, man. Got a lot
Yeah.
going on. Rates is dropping, markets is crashing, housing markets building up inventory. A lot of things are going on. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
So the first thing really I want to get into is obviously the mortgage rates. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, literally I think it was 2 days ago, the employment rate came out. They expected it to be a little lower than what it was. I think they expected it to be at 4.1. It ended up being at 4.3. And everything just started dumping. Like everything. I think the only thing that was positive was Apple. Now I think about it.
And they had earnings.
And the earnings was released that day?
Yeah, they had earnings on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Friday or
Friday.
Thursday.
Also, right around the time where the thing came out. Like I remember I seeing red, like everything. Nvidia, Tesla, red. I
Yeah.
was like, damn.
If Apple didn't have earnings, they would have definitely been right in that group.
Yeah, no cap. Shout out to Apple. I think they just got
Real.
lucky. I ain't gonna lie.
They really did. It fell on the perfect day.
Perfect day, bro. But the first thing that was weird about it though is obviously we got the information coming out, and the big thing that a lot of investors are betting on is that rates are about to be cut this coming September. I think it was like 95.3% of investors are banking on rates being cut in September, at least the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's no good news for those who are looking to get into the housing market. Allegedly, I mean, we're going to see what happens with pricing if we have a lot of people on the sidelines now jumping in.
Yep.
But the big thing that threw me off at first was mortgage rates dropped the same day the unemployment rate data came out. So we got some data on that right here. And I was like, wow, like how it dropped for real. So y'all can see right here, this is mortgagenewsdaily.com. If y'all looking for any data as far as like what the rates are looking at on a daily basis, this is your go-to right here. So make sure you lock in with this website. But y'all see it for yourself, bro. 30-year fix dropped 0.22%. This is today. This is today's data. 15-year fix 5.89. Jumbo loan, and if y'all don't know what jumbo loans are, they're pretty much loans that are going over the FHFA limit. So within the FHFA limit is a conforming loan, and jumbo loans are like jumbo loans, like they're mad big, like it's a big investment you asking out of the property. You feel what I'm saying? So those dropped. SOFR, which is security overnight finance rate, that's pretty much, to keep it simple, it's the rate that banks borrow at overnight. So if Mike needs $1 million and it's 12 a.m., he hits me, yo, D-Wall, I need $1 million. What Mike's gonna do is sell me. I'm gonna sell. No, wait. I'm miswording my words. Yeah, I'll sell a. Mike's gonna sell a security to me of $1 million worth, and he's promising that he's gonna buy back that security plus more the next following day after I give him the $1 million. So that's pretty much how it works. It's the rate that banks borrow with each other overnight. And then we got FHA. Everybody know FHA. And veterans loans. You're a veteran, shout out to you. You're living luxurious. I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate y'all service, man.
Facts. Appreciate y'all service. So yeah, y'all. Rates drop. And this is before rates is even cut in September. So that's what's kind of like, whoa. Like, we got FHA saying that 6.1. Are we saying that FHA might be at 5.8 in September if rates cut?
And that's the thing, is like, I'm peeping the same thing, because before we even came out with the news, I own stocks like Realty Income. That's one of the biggest real estate stocks out there. And I know, bro, you own it too. And I see the steady increase that has been happening. I'm like, yo, one day I saw my account and I'm like, it's up 10% this week? What's going on here?
Going on.
You don't see mortgage stocks move like that. So that was just the first sign for me to know, like, hey, then the rates may start getting cut, and that may means I need to start getting out some of my tech stocks. So I saw it too, bro. Them early signs of it, it was a little bit worrisome, but at the same exact time, I was a little bit happy for some of the homeowners out there, and obviously us as well. We want to get into real estate, so
yeah, facts, bro. It definitely opens the door more, because there's always a bunch of people on the sideline saying, I'm waiting for rates to drop, and y'all know what I say. I say, hey, the best thing to do is to buy real estate and wait, not wait to buy real estate. You feel me? So I think regardless of the market, you should get in.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do like to wait until rates drop. But like I brought up earlier, we got to play it smart when it comes to how many people are getting into the market, even now, just with rates dropping like this. Like, there's a lot of investors on the sidelines who are going to get in. And my biggest fear is that pricing, as far as any property, commercial, well, not really commercial still kind of taking a beating right now, but single family homes, things like that, I can see prices getting even higher than what it is now. And the only confounding factor of that is where you invest in. So, like, for example, a lot of people are moving out of Florida. So the pricing might be a little different down there, or other high pricing states like New York, things like that. A lot of people are moving away from the cities. So maybe pricing might average out in areas like that. But as far as, like, I don't even know, the normal places like the Connecticut's, the Jerseys, some parts of Massachusetts that's not Boston, like, it may get scary. I'm not gonna lie. So
yeah, it's getting tough out there, bro. Because I talked to a lot of like rental property owners and stuff, and they're saying that the bids that they're putting in, they're winning them, but most of the bids they're losing because it's people that's bidding 100,000, 200,000 over them, and that's like every single property. They just getting lucky. They just consistently putting in those bids and eventually want to hit, but majority of their bids is not even 200,000 close to the one that's winning. Like, that's crazy to think about, bro.
No cap, bro. We got a lot of cash buyers ready to go, bro. Like, ready to go. Like, they've been getting ready. And that's a scary thing. And, like, the other thing that kind of threw me off at first, too, was rates dropped, but the mortgage bond securities raised in value as far as high yield. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, we got a chart coming up that shows that, bro. And it threw me off at first. I ain't gonna lie. Like, y'all can see the 30-year right here. It's up right now. You see the big green candlestick. If I learn anything from Wolf, big green candlesticks mean good. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
So it's going up. But typically when rates drop, mortgage securities drop as well. Because how it really works is the banks are packaging up all the loans, either it be conventional, FHA, whatever, VA. They package up those loans into securities and sell them to investors. You feel what I'm saying? And typically when the yield of those securities drops, that's when you'll see rates dropping as well, because that's just how it correlates. The mortgage bond market is typically like the landmark, or not the landmark, the benchmark of how the mortgage rates are going to look. So when I seen the bond market going up or mortgage rates dropping, I was kind of like, okay, that's a little funky too. Like, how is this all happening so rapidly? And it's not just for the unemployment data. It's really the lenders getting ready for the cut to September. So they see like, okay, shoot, rates is going to probably 95% of the times get cut in September. Allegedly, I ain't gonna say it is. I don't know. I ain't the Fed. I ain't Jerome. You feel what I'm saying? But they're getting ready for that now by cutting those rates. You feel what I'm saying? And it goes back to what we was talking about. Like, all right, if this is really gonna happen, rates are gonna get even lower. What's it gonna look like for the mom and pop trying to get their first property? You feel me? They just had a daughter. They try and get into a little nice single family home. Is that property now gonna be $600,000 to get into for a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom?
Yeah, bro, you ain't lying, bro. It's getting tough out there, and it's not like everybody income increasing rapidly either. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about inflation. We can't really catch up with it. And that's why we always talk about investing. Having money put aside that keeps up with inflation, that outpaces inflation most times. You know? That's the tough thing about these topics we have. And it's like everybody's trying to figure out, what do I do in a situation? So if I'm one of our viewers, DY, what do I do in this situation? If I got some money on the sideline and I really don't know what to do, and I know inflation is getting worse, I'm not really getting paid as much, but I got money on the sideline, what do I do in these situations?
Shoot, man. If I got money on the sideline, I'm trying to figure out what to do. If we're talking real estate, I think the best bang for your buck is going off market. So looking at foreclosed properties, looking at tax deeds, looking at tax liens, and really just try and get the most bang for your buck. Because if the numbers keep going, my fault.
No, you good. Just for the people that's out there, like, what's the difference between like the foreclosure, the tax liens?
Got you. So tax deeds are pretty much properties that people are delinquent on the taxes for. So now the county is putting up that property for sale at auctions. But you're not paying the mortgage. You're paying only what the owner of the property owes in taxes. So let's say a property is worth $200,000, but a person owes $4,000 in taxes. You could essentially bid in. The bid can go higher depending on how the auction goes. But say nobody's bidding against you. You just pay the $4,000. You now have the deed to the property. The property is yours with no mortgage, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Now with foreclosures are really over-the-counter vibes. So over-the-counter in a sense where you go to your tax deed office and you're like, yo, I'm looking at a foreclosure list to see what's going on that you own. And then you get that list, and then you're able to actually purchase that property from the county. So instead of going to the auction, you're doing it over the counter, which is smooth. I need to learn more about the foreclosure side. I've really been diving into the tax deed side, but that's really the basic breakdown of it. I just call it creative financing, bro. You feel me? Because it's getting nutty out here, bro. So if I'm on the sidelines, I'm looking into those properties. I'm looking into, like you said, buying down on the bearish market. You feel what I'm saying? Shoot, things took a plummet. You get a lot for a discount right now. You feel me? So I'm finding some high earners within the ETFs like the S&P, VOO, and all that. And I'm putting some bread in there and letting it sit for a while. And I'm getting creative. I'm not going the traditional route no more. It's not. Yeah. I'm brand new. We're brand new. Like, we're both young as hell. We both just coming out of school. Like, the same things I'm talking about, we're actively trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? So we're not just preaching to y'all do this, that, and the third, and let's see what happens. Nah, like, this is my game plan. I want to get into tax deeds. I ain't buying no shack for $400,000. Grits. Grits. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
yeah,
that,
bro. That's the best way, bro.
And I 100% agree. You know, I just wanted you to break down your perspective too. But yeah, bro ain't lying, man. If you got money on the sideline right now and you don't know what to do with it, you want to build up some more wealth, I think the best way to go about it is, like you said, going off market, getting a little bit more creative, looking for things that's beat down that has a chance to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where we're at, depending on what companies you're looking at as well. But that's the way to go about it, for sure.
The way to go, bro. And like, going on to the next thing I want to talk about too, it's like, damn, we're just getting bamboozled this month. I ain't gonna lie. So recently, y'all seen the data. Y'all probably seen it. The U.S. has hit $35 trillion in national debt. I don't even know how many zeros that is, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oof. All I had to think about was the Friday. Damn.
No cap, bro. Like $35 trillion, bro. Like that'll even
Wow.
if everybody in the country got $1 million, that still wouldn't be enough to cover the 35 trillion the U.S. owes, bro. Like, come on, it's wild. So obviously, we all know this though. The U.S. been on a trend of just debt that's not sustainable for a while now. It keeps getting worse. And the real thing I want to focus on is how does this affect us as consumers? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we were just talking about how rates got cut for the mortgage side, but we also got to understand that there's also a credit system for countries like the U.S., other countries. Like there's a credit system for that. It's called a Fitch, your Fitch score. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I'm trying to make it not as complicated as possible, but essentially it's like a letter system. So you know, like with a credit score, the highest you can have is an 850 with FICO.
Yeah.
With Fitch, you can have the highest is a AAA, so like 3 A's in a row.
Yep.
So back in 2023, the U.S. dropped from AAA to AA. So like
Yeah. Is that my Alexa on in the background?
I thought it was
Alexa,
me.
stop.
I was like,
Excuse me, y'all.
Alexa's
That's comedy.
mad. Yo, what? That's a nah. I need to clip that. That's real.
My bad, bro.
No, you good, bro. But yeah, so the U.S. dropped down to the AA in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
and with us now being it was big news because like with the U.S. we supposed to be big ballers. You are
Exactly.
So my fear now is what if we drop again? What if we drop down to this A? So obviously that's gonna make things as far as rates, as far as borrowing as a country, make it more expensive for like the country. So if U.S. wants to borrow from Germany, it's going to be more expensive for U.S. to borrow from Germany because they have a lower Fitch rating.
Yeah.
But as far as how it affects us as consumers, it could make things even harder too. I ain't gonna lie.
Because now they don't charge us more to borrow.
Exactly, because it all trickles down. If the U.S. is being charged more to borrow, someone has to compensate for that bread. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay their bills. Allegedly, it don't look like they paying their bills, but hey, on paper, I guess they do. You feel me? So now that's gonna cause banks, credit unions, they're gonna have a higher rate of borrowing from each other, their fund rate.
Mm-hmm.
So now the banks are gonna have to compensate that through interest rates, through consumer loans, mortgages, credit cards, personal loans, etc. So that's another fear that I have. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just giving y'all the cold data. For me, you can look this all up. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that's just something to stay aware of, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because rates can be getting cut, but depending on how this rate things go, and I could be completely wrong. They could not even drop anything. It could be perfectly fine. The rate's going to keep dropping. It's going to be fine and dandy. But if it do, you got to have something on the back end to prepare yourself for that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, one thing I could say to be on the lookout for, if that were to happen, is government bonds. Because think about it. If the government just dropped the rating and now they need more capital to pay off their debt, they're going to go to us as consumers through government bonds with higher yields to have us pretty much donate that.
Right.
So keep a good eye on the government bonds. Y'all just seen it; they're going up as of right now. So keep an eye out on that. And shoot, try to stay. I don't even know, bro. This is hard, bro. This is hard.
It is like trying to keep everybody like level-headed during times like this. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's hard. And people talking recessions, people saying a recession could be happening. It's based off the unemployment rate too. So there's a lot going on that people are scared of. The fear greed index is strictly on fear right now. You feel what I'm saying? But with all this data, like I say, creative financing, find ways to get things from a discount and take it as a perspective like, okay, I'm not losing my bread. I'm able to invest more in my bread at a discount. That's how you have to really look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? So,
Man, that's real talk, bro. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, America isn't slick, and we all hate it every time when we see those announcements. America's giving $2 billion to Ukraine to help fight Russia, and we're giving $2 billion to this country to help fight this cause. And we were like, dang, we need the money. Like, what's going on? But at the same as that time, it's like people got to remember, war is where some of the most money is made. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the market goes crazy when having wars, and that's a lot of things people be forgetting about. And once America starts playing those proxy wars, meaning that they're fighting the war but they're not actually in the war, that's just another way to get, you know, another investment back from it. So at the same as that time, Ukraine get destroyed, and then now somebody has to rebuild Ukraine. Who do you think is going to help have that project funded, and who do you think is going to make money back from that project being funded? America. That's where we plan ourselves at, and it sounds messed up, but that's the name of the game, family. Everything comes with a price, even war. You know? So,
that's crazy to say, man.
You know, with that being said, there's always something going on politically, and that's another way of how people capitalize off it, how to make more money. Now, when it just comes to politics, let's also talk about the Federal Reserve really quick, because Lord knows that boy Jerome Powell always got something to do with something.
Facts. Big facts.
First of all, you know, the Federal Reserve, you know, bro was already talking about it with the rates. They are now talking about cutting rates, right? And ever since the pandemic, that has never been a thing. Rates has been at their almost all-time highs in the last 2 decades. And that was the last time we had rates this high. So the fact that we are now thinking about cutting rates, it's a big deal. Now, a lot of us always say how we just need rates to be cut now, like the Fed just needs to do it now, but we don't think about the double-edged sword of what that kind of does to everybody overall when it comes to every type of investment that you have. Now, soon as Powell's talking about, rates are getting cut, the market went crazy. But then, once everybody started to digest the news and realize what really is happening, there's going to be a flow of wealth being transferred from tech stocks now to, you know, real estate stocks and other stocks that make money when rates are lower. And now your portfolios take the hit because you're so worried about rates going down. Now all of your tech stocks that you own is dumping because rates is going down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things we don't think about as investors. We always want everything to happen now. It's like, no, y'all relax. Like, stop stressing the Fed. Let them do their job, because if it would have been a slow transition, everybody would have kind of saw what was happening. It would have saw that tech is starting to become less attractive because now rates are lower and now there's other investments out there that can make me my money back, especially if I'm already late to the AI craze. If I'm late and I'm looking for a new investment, why would I go back into tech when it's already at all-time highs? I'm going to look for something that's more attractable. And that's literally what's happening, bro. It's crazy. I get a little bit pissed off when I see people go on CNBC and they talk about cut rates. Like, no, just slow down. Let the Fed do their job.
Nah, I feel that. I ain't gonna lie. I agree with that, bro. I feel like on the other side too, a lot of people don't think about, if we were to just keep rates all the time low, you know how crazy inflation would be? Look at what's happened in 2020. What? Rates was what? 2%, 2.5%, but inflation was what? 6%, 7%?
Yep.
It's got to be a balance.
And you talked about the global wealth. That's the reason why it increased so rapidly these last 4 years, because everybody borrowing money, especially during COVID. Like, it was free bread.
Free the pandemic, boy. I try to tell them.
It's wild, bro. It's really wild, bro. So that's my little spiel about the Fed. I just want everybody to relax. Stop pressuring the Fed to do anything. Let them do their job. Like, what they did worked, bro. We doubted Jerome Powell all COVID. We said he don't know what he's doing. He's never been in this situation before. There's going to be a major recession, and it didn't happen.
Soft landing.
He accomplished a soft landing. That's like stopping Thanos from snapping his fingers. Like,
yo, that's a accurate description. No cap.
Like, what? That was, bro. Shout out to Jerome Powell. You know, I feel like, especially what I've been hearing, Trump don't really like Powell as much. So I'm hoping that he'll open his eyes a little bit about Powell. But at the end of the day, he did his thing. I'm glad that we had him for, I think it was 2 terms. You know, so he did his thing. I'm happy for him. He got me some money this year. He got me some money during the times where 2020 when we all was doubting him. So I'm gonna leave Jerome Powell alone and let him be the superhero he is.
Sure. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather him than me. Trust.
Bro.
I ain't trying to do that job.
Thank you, bro. It's like everybody think they are an expert. Y'all never been in this man's shoes before. You probably don't even have none of the near experience that he's had.
Right.
You know, so
cap.
Shout out to the Fed, man. It's a hard job. Being a president is a hard job. So you'll never see me get on here and just bash anyone unless they deserve the bashing. You know what I'm saying? But it's a hard job that he has to do, and he's done a pretty good job so far, bro. So that's it for Powell. All right. Now, with that being said, this is what's happening in the market, family. Now, we were at around 56.65 on the SPX. That's a pretty high spot where we hit. I think we was up like 23, a little over 20-something% for the year. But now look at where we at, family. 53.46. So we had a decent sized pullback. Let's do the math on here since it's a video. You know, I'll pull out the calculator for y'all. What is it? 56.69. Usually they talk about 10% pullbacks. So times 10. So that's about 5,100. We're looking at almost a 10% pullback. So where's that? About right here. Yeah, 5,102, 5,100, 5,100. That's almost about a 10% pullback, family. So that looks far, but at the same as that time, it's just 10% from the all-time high. You got to think about where we started at the beginning of the year, right? And this is just a monthly chart. But if you go to our yearly chart, we've been going off this year, family. So the S&P is in a good spot. A 10% pullback is healthy for the markets if you think about the future of where you want to be at. And it's important that we have these pullbacks because if we consistently go up, and up, imagine if everybody that made profit took all of their profits all at once.
Whew.
You know what that would do to the markets? Like,
man, people be jumping out of buildings. It would be bad. It would be real bad.
It would be bad, bro. So it's important that people still have these feelings of fear, because if you don't, then everyone would just be greedy and everybody would just buy. And then when a moment of fear does come, everybody will be selling at the same as that time. So,
boom.
You know what I'm saying? That it's important for us to have these swings of emotion so that way the market doesn't do something too dramatic and wipe out everyone's account, wipe out all of the wealth that we created over the last 400 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But that's you said?
I was agreeing, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah, fam. That's the S&P for y'all. And let's just click over to Bitcoin and see what we got going on here. Now, I made a video on TikTok, and I just told bro I should have kept one of these comments up there. Somebody came at the video that I had made. It was about Bitcoin pulling back because it's just been going up a lot. And I'm like, hey, if it's at this part and you see it pulling back, I was showing the charts, start taking profit just a little bit. And then, you know, you could buy back in once we did that 10% pullback. We pulled back about $10,000. He thought I was tripping. But now, as y'all can see, Bitcoin is at what? 58,000. Bitcoin was at 73,000. If I do my math right, family, I'm going to pull out the calculator again on y'all. 73,000 minus 15,000 is 58,000. So I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't. I'm just, all we do is spit facts on here, and I just show y'all the trends, the analytics, and the conclusion of the opinions that we made. Right? That's all we do, D-Waugh.
Mm-hmm. That's all we do, bro. That's all we do.
And I told y'all, I'm not saying anything is definite. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing and what you should possibly be doing. It pulled back 15,000. I don't got to argue about nothing else. The numbers do not lie. I just did the math for y'all. So
yeah,
I'm sorry, but that's what happens. And if you want to get in and listen to the plan, how about you go back, watch the video, and listen to the game plan that I gave out after I made that video, all right? So y'all stop coming at me on social media. I'm just giving you the facts. That's it, all right? So I do still like Bitcoin, though, family. I mean, I'm hoping that once we get this, this pullback and a lot of more investors start coming in because it's a little bit cheaper, then hopefully we start getting some institutional adoption there.
Shoot. You was jobbing, but my boy said, I want to show the calculator and all. Yo.
Bro, it be having me tight, bro. I'm just like, I'm just trying to teach. That's it. I don't want to go viral for spreading false news and being a fearmonger. Like, no, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to educate y'all and put y'all in the right position. I even made another video, and I talked about seasonality traits. When we go back to the S&P, I said that every July, the market is historically known for going up. I also said that it's also known for pulling back after July, so it's good to start taking profits towards the end of the month. What happened at the end of July? Really in the middle of July, everything started taking that pullback. Like, the facts do not lie, family. Y'all can go on the IG right now and look at the video, the TikTok, wherever you want to go. We're talking about it on the channels. Y'all tap in with us. Stop being the enemies. We're not trying to, be better than anyone else out there. We just want to inform y'all. So when y'all see these posts coming out on social media, instead of being a negative person, how about you question it, or how about you challenge it with something else? That's what I'm gonna challenge everybody out there to do. All the trollers out there, instead of trolling, how about you challenge me with a question or have something that's really valid in the comments? Because y'all just be talking nonsense sometimes. It's trying to get me a little hot.
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel that, bro. I remember a dude, I made that video about how down payments on cars don't really make sense because you can make way more profit with the SPA. A dude commented, and no disrespect to dude, I don't even think he had ill intentions behind this, but what he said kind of didn't really make sense. He was saying that it's only beneficial for you to not do a down payment if you're investing as a business so you can get a tax write-off. And I was like, wait, but I wasn't talking about businesses. And what's bro really getting at? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I was like, wait, if you doing it as a business, it's probably even more accurate. You don't want to do a down payment like at all compared to as a consumer. You feel me? Why would I put my bread up?
Exactly.
You feel me? So people just be talking sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People just be talking to talk, but like you said, the numbers speak for itself. You show the numbers, so shoot, bro.
That's all we're gonna keep doing for y'all. Like, and now I'm saving the receipts from now on. Any comment that we have, we may start posting all up there. And there's no shade to y'all, but we just want to just show y'all and validate ourselves a little bit because we've been doing this for a little while now, and it's a lot of YouTubers out there that be spreading false information, and we don't want to be one of those people. So
trust.
So we keeping our receipts from now on, and you don't start getting posted. All right. So I'm waiting for the next one. I'm waiting for it.
Finna go viral. Oh nah.
Yo. Yeah, man. Bitcoin at 58,000. As you can see, we almost hitting like a triple bottom. So what that means is we call that a winner's pattern, right? You did one hit. Well, it's not really a triple, but it's almost like a double bottom. You did one hit, up, one hit, go up, and that's when you go on a little run, all right? And then you may go into a consolidation phase, and then you go on your next little run. But as of now, we've been in a good channel from like 54,000, 55,000 range to, let's see, really like 71,000. So it looks like 71,000 is our new ceiling. If we get over 71,000, then we should be able to go on our next little run, family. All right.
Big vibe, big gems.
Now, Kamala versus Trump. Now, we ain't big on the politics, but politics always has something to do with our finances, family. So we have to be aware of what's going on. Now, I don't know what y'all feel about it. I don't know who y'all going for. If you're going for Kamala, drop it in the comments. If you're going for Trump, drop it in the comments. We do not have a bias. All right? But as of now, what I'm hearing is Kamala is calling Trump out for this smoke. She like, bro, stop talking on social media. Come to do this debate right now. It's Auntie, I'm here.
Auntie is head, gangster. No, that's a fact, bro.
So, I don't know what's going on, fam. But it's looking like they want to do a debate. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But a lot of people backing Kamala. Bro.
Yeah, that's another thing I picked up. A lot of people backing Kamala. A lot of people backing Trump too. I don't know, bro. I mean, if we're talking like monetary policies, I really don't know what Kamala would be implementing. Because we have proof with Trump. We already had Trump as a president for a while. So, exactly. He would get into office. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is probably coming back through 2025 for the next period of his presidency. He probably going to cut down the, what's it called? Oh, damn. I can't believe I got this term. When you're doing your taxes, your standard deduction. He's probably going to increase the standard deduction again. And he's going to cut back on taxes. We already know what Trump's going to do.
Right.
Kamala, I don't know. But I ain't in politics neither. So if y'all know what she's thinking, y'all let us know. Because, shoot, I have no clue.
I really don't have no clue. And that's one thing I talk about a lot. Like, me and my girl, we have debates about, politics here and there. Just to hear each other's opinion. And, she likes Kamala, especially the way she talks about, like, females' rights. And I 100% think that is a big deal. And I don't think Trump talks about it as much because obviously they're looking for Trump to talk about a lot of different other things. But at the same as that time, I do not know Kamala. And it's like they hit her under a rock during the whole entire presidential term.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up. There's no shade against her, but I'm just saying we barely saw her, y'all. So now she's coming out of the woodworks. Everybody's backing her. But at the same as that time, you got U.S. citizens here that's not thinking about, putting my money on somebody that I don't know. Majority of people is going to put their money on somebody that they already had. They say, hey, we survived, a Trump presidency, and no one knows if they're going to be able to survive a Kamala presidency, because who knows if it's going to be the same as when Biden was in office.
That's a fact. We shall see, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We shall see. I mean, shout out to the both of them. I don't know. You feel me? One thing I will say is Kamala is definitely gained the backing of like the BIPOC community. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I seen her on the Breakfast Club. I've seen her like a lot of people of color and a lot of women people of color obviously are backing her because she will be the first black women president, which is major. That's major. Yes. So I can say that. I wish there was more. I wish there was context to see like, okay, what are your policies you want to implement? How are you, as far as monetary, you know what I'm saying? We talking finances. So I don't know, bro.
Exactly. And I'm going to challenge everybody out there. Like, let's put race aside for real. Like, let's do the real homework on who she is. Go back to her history. Go back to who her parents are, where she was raised at. What was she doing before she was the vice president? Like, let's really do our homework, y'all. I know Trump doesn't have the best background, all right? But this is who we have to work with. There isn't no in-betweens, Pick
your poison.
Pick your poison. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying I'm going to do my homework. And when the time comes and this decision got to be made, hopefully everything lines up correctly and the decision is the right one.
It's funny too, bro. I feel like even though the presidency and politics do play a major role in finances and that's economics in general, I feel like people over-exaggerate the power a president has.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I remember people are big on Trump now. The common thing is because, he's going to get rates super low again. He's going to do this, that, and the third. And like in reality, when rates were super low during his presidency, it wasn't really because of him. It was just the feds and like Jerome and them doing their thing and COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like a lot of people have high expectations as far as the monetary policies when it comes to presidencies, like taxes and jobs and things like that. Yes, like they have a big factor in that. But as far as like interest rates, the Fed fund rates, like those type of things, they have a play, but they're not gonna be like, yeah, boom, right, interest is good. Y'all go borrow $1 million for 2%. That's not, a president just can't do that. You feel me? There's a lot of factors that go into it, let alone the president, especially with the Fed. So like, let's slow down expectations a little bit. Let's not think that one president will come in and fix everything. And no, that's not how it works whatsoever. And it's been proven countless times, like countless.
Exactly. No one could ever fix someone's mistakes in one term. It's not a thing. Yeah. You know, it's so long to even make a law go into effect. That is wild.
Man. Facts. What? Oh man. This mad off topic, but speaking of laws, there's another thing I just came to my mind. If y'all got student loans, because this has happened to me and I'm tight. If y'all got student loans, remember that the SAVE program is currently in debate within the Supreme Court. So if y'all don't know what a SAVE program is, it was an income-driven repayment plan for your student loans. And it was looking fire. What? I put in my numbers for it for my student loans, because my student loans start up at the end of August. I was about to pay like $40 a month. Cool.
Wow.
What? Bro, I was ecstatic. I was like, bet, bro. Well, I ain't got to worry about nothing. As of, I think it was July 24th. That's what it got in dispute. And now you could put in the paperwork for it, but you're on a wait list. Like, you feel me? So it's a disclaimer for y'all. If any of y'all in college as of now and you're banking on that, say you're graduated this year, prepare your finances to pay the full amount of the minimum of the monthly payment. You feel what I'm saying? Don't think that this SAVE program is going to do what you got to do, because it's in debate right now. I don't know if it's going to be here after. I don't know if it's going to stay around. I put my paperwork in though. God trust, you feel me?
Wow.
But it's unfortunate. I was so mad.
America, man, it's crazy how many places out there got free education. Even like California got free education if you were a resident. I think, like, come on, man, we gotta get stuff like that together.
I swear, bro, I was tight. I was so tight, bro.
Straight tear don't come down the aisle. Like, really?
For real, bro. Like, it was about to be $40 a month. That's not even. I go outside, spend $40. Like, I would love that, bro. Oh,
yeah, that's perfect. Damn. So, hey, like you said though, bro, all of these things goes into play to what we talk about every single day, which is using your imagination, getting creative, looking for beat down investments that still are great investments. You know what I'm saying? And get into them now, especially when, you know, a market is getting ready to be born again, like real estate, you know. Like some of these industrial stocks, maybe even oil. You know, I saw that the amount of barrels produced every single year is starting to be cut down a little bit. So what does that mean? Supply and demand. If there's less supply, that means there's going to be more demand, which causes an increase in price. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's all make sure that we all aware of what's going on in these markets, and let's get to this bag. That's all we're trying to do,
fact, y'all. Yeah, man. That's all we're trying to do. We try to provide y'all the resources. Like we said, y'all always do your own research on it. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all always see and make your financial plan, your creative financial plan. You feel me? Because everybody's goals, everybody's expectations, everybody's capabilities of what they can invest is different. You feel me? So do your own research on it and let this be the lighter. You know what I'm saying? Let this ignite your thoughts and let this be like, okay, here's what I can do. You feel me? That's all we trying to do, y'all.
Exactly. And we do a lot of mentorships as well, family. So if you don't want to talk to like your traditional financial advisor, reach out to us, hit us up in the DMs, and we can give you some assistance on how to make, you know, your process a little easier. We're not saying we're going to be a financial advisor. Obviously, it's not financial advice. But when it comes to coaching and being a mentor for you and showing you the right tools and resources to use in order to help you out, and we can do that for you, family. So y'all tap in with us in the DMs on IG and TikTok, all of that stuff.
That's a fact.
All right.
But Wealth Talk Podcast. You feel me? Like Wolf said, if y'all ever want to lock in with us as far as mentorship, business planning, wealth planning, whatever, hit us in the DM. Hit us on whatever, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just hit us up. And we'll work with y'all. You feel me? We're here to drop the gems. We ain't here to rob you of your son and your daughter and your house now. We just want to give out the game. You feel me?
That's it. That's it, family. We're going to give out some game, and we hope you just spread the word about us, And with that being said, make sure I hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share it to everybody to make sure we spread this knowledge and we all getting better, smarter, and more wealthier. All right, family? It's the Wolf now.
D-War, out of here.
Out of here.
I'm in the Latessa right now. I ain't driving, I figure it out. There's so many roads, don't know where to go as long as we making it out.